What is up guys, welcome back to another TBC Classic gold farming video. So today we're checking out fishing, but before we do that I just want to say thank you all so much for the support. It's been absolutely incredible playing TBC, making videos on TBC, farming gold and making videos on gold farms, and it really means so much that you guys are enjoying the content. So just if you enjoyed these videos, make sure to give them a like. It means more than you know, it helps me out, it helps the video out and the channel as well. It really means a lot, and I just really love you guys for the support lately. It's been absolutely amazing, so let's go into the video. Today I'm checking out fishing, and I made a video on this on the beta for TBC back in the day, for like about a month ago now, and I wanted to test out the gold per hour in TBC Classic. So the farm I'm talking about is basically in Nagrand, and we are fishing for gold. I've been doing this for half an hour so far, and I just want to talk about the farm itself. So the first two things you need to know about is that first of all you need to have fishing at 375 skill, and to skill up fishing I would recommend just going to Sangre Marsh and fish in one of these lakes. Just for example, I stand on this island right there where there are no mobs, so you can just stand there and fish in peace. So you can do that. The fishing trainer is also right next to it, and you can buy bait from the fishing trainer as well. The second thing you should know about is that you want to have the find fish ability that you can get from opening crates like these, and also other different types of crates as well that you will passively get from fishing, but you will find more of them if you fish in pools, so try to fish in pools. That is once again where Sangre Marsh comes into play, as you can find those steampunk crates around these steam things, steam pump crates, yeah. So just go to these steam pumps that are located on the map. There's one down there, there's one right there, and one over here as well. So you can go to those, you can find those crate pools and fish in those, and you can get the ability to find fish. So those are the two main things you need to know about for this farm. Once you have all of that covered, you need to find different ways to increase your fishing skill. So for example, you can see me having 375 plus 20, and that plus 20 comes from this fishing pole right here, which is a quest reward from a quest that I don't really remember the name of. So you can just wowhead this name for the fishing pole to get it. It gives you 20 fishing skill passively just by equipping it. And then from there you also want to have a lure. From there you can use two different ones. This one works fine, the bright baubles, which gives you 75 plus fishing for 10 minutes. But if you use this one, then every now and then your cast might fail. But using this one right here is pretty much a fail-safe, so you always get the fish. But also, these are a bit more expensive. They are limited supply from the vendors. I believe they can be crafted with engineering, so you can buy them on the auction house. And on my server, I think it's about 1 gold for 1 stack, or 2 gold for 1 stack. So it's not too much, but I just buy them from the vendor when I see them. And other than that, I usually use the bright baubles. But to give yourself more gold and more of a chance to find the fish and actually fish up the fish, you can just go and buy this one. You can also get these plus 100 fishing skill lures from the fishing quest, daily quest as well, which is all the way over here. So you can do that daily quest, get a daily box, and inside that box you will get some lures. Okay, so the material we are farming for today is Motes of Water, which is basically primal water. And there are two different ways of farming this, but basically you are looking for pure water pools. Pure water pools can spawn all over this lake or water in Nagrand basically, so you start over here, you fly all the way down, you follow the lake down from Garadar to Hala, you fly around Hala, you go for the Sunspring Post as well, do a lap over there and work your way back up, and that is basically the entire lap. That's number one, that is the number one way to do this. Number two, which actually works out great, is just to stand up here. Like for example, this one just spawned right here, so you can just apply your fishing thing right here, the lure itself, so you can apply that one, you can fish inside the pool, and from this pool you will get Motes of Water, or one of these crates, or one of these scroll cases. You pretty much want to get the Motes of Water, but you can get different stuff as well, with a pretty low drop chance. And this is a very popular farm, it's very crowded usually, so you might have to expect some competition. And for me, if you have no competition, then staying at the Elemental Plateau right here is the best way to do this, because that way you can just wait for these pools to respawn, and in between waiting for respawns you can farm the water elementals around this island. So you can just do that as well for some extra Motes of Water. or Primal Water in the downtime, and then these pools will just keep on spawning. These pools have a dynamic type of spawn rate, so the more people fish in them, the more they spawn, or basically when I fish up this one, then it triggers the respawn for another pool. So what has happened to me before in the past is that I stand right here, and I fish up one pool, and another one spawns right next to me, and that just chains itself, so you just always have a pool available. That is very RNG though, because you can stand here for 5 minutes, not get a single pool, or you can get 5 in a row, you never really know. So for example, from that one pool right there that I fished up in 1 minute, I got 6 Motes of Water, but I've been farming for 30 minutes before I got those 6, and in those 30 minutes I only got 40 Motes of Water, which basically is because there's so much competition right now, but it's still a very good farm. So what I did for those 30 minutes, instead of just standing up there, which is, by the way, if you have this place to yourself, then standing there and fishing and farming water elementals, that is the best way to farm this in my opinion, if you have the entire place to yourself. But if there is any competition, then just fly up and down the river like this. Make sure you have the find fish ability on your tracking type right there, so you are tracking those pure water pools, and then just fly up and down the river. One thing you want to do is to fish up any type of other pool as well that you find. So you can see I have some Fig Luster's mudfish, as well as some ice fin bluefish as well in my bags. So for example, this pool right here should be fished up, and this pool as well should be fished up. Now that once again goes back to the thing I just said, where if I fish up this pool right here, it basically triggers the respawn rate for another pool, which basically gives you another chance of having a pure water pool. The one thing that kind of sucks about that is that I can fish up this pool, and it can trigger a respawn pool for up here, where someone is camping, so I don't get the pool. But that is once again just RNG, and these fish, like for example Fig Luster's mudfish, is used in crafting agility food for raiding, and Icefin bluefish I believe is used for either spell power or healing. I think it's spell power, so you can just keep those and sell them when people start doing that for raiding. So in my opinion, if it is crowded, then just fly up and down and fish up every single pool you can find. Make sure you have some lures. I would use the plus 100 lure if I was you. It is the best one, it makes sure you get every single cast. And also, let's just take a look at what you get from these scroll cases and also heavy crates, or curious crates that you can get from fishing in pools. So for example, these scroll cases right here can give you some scrolls, and you can get spirit scrolls, intellect scrolls, strength, agility, pretty much everything. The two things you're looking for in my opinion is strength and agility. Mostly agility, because those can be used to raid, and they don't stack with any class buffs. So for example, the intellect buff doesn't stack with mage buff, so if I use this one and a mage buffs me, it cancels out this scroll. But if I use an agility scroll, there's no agility buff that cancels that out, so they actually sell for about 2 to 3 gold each right now, and the more people start raiding, parsing, speedrunning and so on, the more they will sell for. And inside the curious crates you will just get random TBC materials, so you will get some leather, some ore, some cloth and stuff like that. It's nothing insane, but it's some extra gold as well. And for the gold per hour from the farm, from just flying up and down and looking for pools, I got myself 4 Primal Water, and they are selling for 30 gold each on my server, so that is 120 gold. Plus I got some other stuff as well, some other fish, that will easily give me another 50 gold or more from the Fig Luster's mudfish and the Icefin bluefish. So this is a very easy 250 gold per hour. I would even say 300 gold per hour, but let's just call it 250, because that is what it is right now, but the less competition you have, the better it is. Now 2 more things I'll say about the farm before I go, is that first of all, you don't need to have epic flying. Once again, the respawns for the pools themselves are completely random, so you can just fly right here with a 60% flying mount, and a pool can spawn on you. The one thing that is beneficial to having a flying mount is that you will cover more ground as you fly up and down, so you will be able to fly faster. So for example, if a pool randomly spawns all the way down here, then obviously me having epic flying will get there faster than someone having slow flying. But that is all RNG, you never know where they will spawn. But if you have a 60% mount, I would, if I was you, just focus on this area right here. in the middle, plus fly up to the Throne of Elements, and just go back down. There are very few pools from Hala and down to Sunspring Post, so just focus on this pool in the middle, or this small lake right here, because quite a few pools can spawn inside here, and then just fly back up to the Throne of Elements, and check up there as well. If you have epic flying though, just fly all the way around and do the entire lap. So that is it for the video. This is a very easy way to make gold, both with epic flying, without epic flying, and you can make lots of gold while just leveling in Nagrand as well. If you have herbalism, mining or engineering, you can also track either for gas clouds, for mining veins, or for herbs as well to make even more gold while flying. So it's an incredible gold farm no matter what. Let me know in the comments down below if you like the farm, test it out yourself for half an hour or an hour, and let me know how much you make. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like down below, leave a comment as well, subscribe if you haven't, and that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.